Hey everyone, so today we're going to be covering the first half of the Boss Rush event. Currently, the second half has been announced through the live stream, but we don't have it in game yet, so we're going to be getting that within 3 to 4 days roughly on the 1st of January. And yeah, hopefully we get like a refresh on the missions. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a refresh obviously on the clear reward, which is 50 gems. And yeah, so real quick, we're gonna hop into the missions for the event, then we'll actually go ahead and clear the event. I actually did this video completely on a different video, but I didn't really like the way it came out, so I'm just gonna re-record it, and that's why you're seeing it a little bit late. I would have posted it last night before the live stream, but yeah, I just wanted to re-record it. So we're gonna go down. I completed all the missions, so we're gonna have to find them. One thing I wanted to talk about was when the actual uh, event was released as well with the campaigns. I thought it was gonna be today. It was actually yesterday, and I had all my info mixed up. Probably because I'm super rusty at converting Japanese times to my time. It's been a while since I made a video, so sorry for all the confusion. Either way, banner today. All the events and campaigns already out from yesterday. That's the news. And now we're going to be going into the missions. First off, we have the missions. They're going to be listed or categorized by the 2021 wave. So if you see that, that's one of the wave missions, the boss rush missions. Them starting off with the 15 minutes left while completing, 18 minutes left while completing. Then you need to deal 100k damage in one shot, 200k damage in one shot. I don't know if this counts for AoEs. I assume it does. So if you have an AoE unit that can hit pretty hard, you can probably get these pretty easily. Then we have clear with a full team of magical units, and then clear with a full team of physical units. This was a little rough for me in the video. I actually failed both teams just because I threw something together that was pretty bad, and then I went ahead and then cleared it like on my first try after reworking the teams a little bit. So we're gonna be using those teams, and then obviously you get the title for completing every single mission. And yeah, pretty simple. Again, I hope we get a refresh on these missions when the second part of the event comes out. That'd be really nice. I think that'd be something really good. Like 250 gems is okay, but if we get a two-parter, add those 250 gems again, I think 500 gems is a really solid reward, and I would really appreciate that from Sega if they do decide to do that. So I do have the first two teams made. This is going to be my magical team, and then this is going to be my physical team. I tested it with this Ram right here. She is both a magical and a physical unit, so if you have a unit that has both magical and physical attacks, you can actually use them on both teams and it'll count towards the mission. So just in case you were curious, it did work for me. I don't know if that's the case with every unit, maybe just this Ram is bugged particularly, but yeah, it worked for me. So this is going to be my team, basically mono yellow with a few differences. We have Ram as support for her crit chance damage, and then Hood Amelia just because she applies so many debuffs, and then she can get rid of buffs as well whenever she gets a turn. So I have debuff chance on her, and then the attack memory on Ram, as you can see right there. She is an attack lead. I probably should put Xion here because I think Xion is a 30% for everyone, while Ram here is a 35% only for yellow units. So I think the play is to switch Xion out, but I did complete it with that team, so it is doable. Oh, I think I have the filter on. Oh yeah, I'm going to show you guys the filter. So if you want to know how to filter out through magical and physical, it's going to be the 5th category down, and it's going to be this one is magical, and then this one is physical. So left magical, physical right. Switch it to magical real quick, and then we'll put on Xion as the leader so we can get the 30% for everyone. And then we're going to go ahead and go into it. The boss waves itself, like the whole dungeon itself, is pretty easy if you have like a mono team. If you're just clearing it for the first time, it's pretty easy. I don't like auto though because of the side mobs. A lot of the AI tends to use like really big hits on the side mobs. Like if you had a Rhine, when you're doing the physical run, you use your Reinhardt, it like would AoE the side mobs. I don't want that happening, so auto is definitely the best way to go for here. But yeah, nothing too crazy. It is a little difficult after a while because a lot of the boss damage stacks up. If you're really flying through the event, all the boss debuffs are just gonna be on your characters, so you really kind of balance like taking your time and stuff like that. But overall, like it's not that big of a deal, especially again if you're running like a mono team, like I somewhat am. And then here we have the... Oh, she's taunted. I was wondering why she attacked by herself. We have the subjugation of event bosses from, you know, all throughout the year, more or less. We have the chocolate one from the Valentine's Day event. I'll go ahead and use my ability here. No biggie. Also, when you do kill the boss, you don't straight move onto the next stage. You have to actually kill everyone, including the side mobs, obviously. So just be aware of that. And obviously these are going to be like somewhat downscaled from their original appearances, so just be aware. Yeah, so that's why we have Amelia on the team for that freeze. Really helpful at certain times. Would be nice she applied defense down, but it is what it is. Ram just being the GOAT because of how much I've built on her. Do you know her, I need her ability up because I did die here once because this samurai guy actually does hit quite a bit. Not much to him, he just does a lot of damage, AoE damage, and he wiped out like half my team, so just be aware of that, as well as healing a set amount, so this should kill him when I get a second turn. Do that. Close enough. We'll take it. Hopefully we can do some good damage. No defense down. Some bosses are immune to different things, so if you remember what they did the last time they came around, then that knowledge is really helpful here. No recovery though on this guy, that's really good. So yeah, he's gonna do a shit ton of damage. That is unfortunate. Oh, I really didn't want that to happen because now we have to go through it all again. Super annoying. So that boss is like really just super annoying. I think the main reason I didn't kill him there is because I didn't get a crit. And yeah, so it is what it is. He's the only really run killer that I've had. Regulus at the very end can be really annoying because he applies so many debuffs. And if you don't go in with like debuff resistance, obviously it can be really bad. But for the most part, I think the samurai guys really were, people are going to be dying a lot. Most of these other guys are kind of just there to like tank and waste your time, really. So we're just going to go through this as per normal. Hopefully we don't die again. That'd really suck because I want to get the clear on camera. If we die again, I'll just go ahead and switch to the next team. But yeah, just be aware, the samurai guy, not the most fun. I remember when he came out during, I think it was Golden Week, he came out with Warlord Mimi. It wasn't that big of a deal because I had Mimi, and you can obviously apply defense down and attack down both at the same time, and that made the subjugation event very easy. So if you have stuff like that, again, defense down is going to be a friend here. It applies on most of the bosses. Attack down was really nice. That also applies. It's just, you know, depends on bosses. So here we're gonna have to go without using our Ram's ability, our S2. Didn't get lucky on the Hood Amelia. That's really bad. Ram hits like a truck as per usual. Stack the rage buffs. I think Amelia is kind of like a useless unit here than OG Amelia. I wonder if she's gonna get a Transcendence. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see this Amelia get a Transcendence. She's still kind of okay, but it's just like she doesn't really hold up as well. Hopefully my units can survive a bit, because I know Regulus just is instantly going to do a lot of damage, mainly because of the damage over time that he applies to your team. So need to be aware of that. I think Shion's dead here. Yeah, that's really bad. This might have to be like a wipe as well, because having her as a stance unit just defensively is really nice. Alright, we managed to kill the samurai guy. These guys are really tanky, but nothing really to worry about. They don't revive or anything like they do in Labyrinth, so that's really good. They do heal quite a bit though, so if you're focusing one, make sure to use your weak attacks on like the other so you don't heal them back up to full. Plus no attack buff on Ram, so that's really bad. Let's see what we can do. Crit rate up. See if we can get defense down. I want to see what applies. So we can apply fatigue. No ability. Ooh, okay, this might be your wipe. Yeah, I think this is a wipe run because my ability wasn't up, as well as the distraction. Remember, he applies distraction upon entering. Debuff resistance is really strong here, so just be aware of that. I don't think it's like game changing, but it is really annoying to work around. So he obviously can just take out your team. The side mobs hit really hard here, And yeah, it looks like it's probably gonna be a wipe. Unless this kills. Nah. I think my Ram is done for. Mainly because of the distraction is really annoying. So like, this team is doable. I think my team was actually better off with the Ram lead because she gives way more attack. And that is way more security. So if you're going to run this team, yeah, use Ram as a leader for sure. Then we're going to move on to the physical. We have Ryan as the leader because he does the 35 or 30% for everyone on the team. We're using an attack memory on him. We have Mimi for support, Anastasia support, Ram support. Really, Ryan is going to be like going apeshit here, and everyone else is kind of just here for support. Rem is really good to complement Ryan because it really keeps him alive. Not only are you getting the shield, you get the debuff resistance, which is huge, and then all these other perks. It's just really nice, as well as the collapse. So not only are you having a defense down, you have yellow collapse, which is, yeah, it's really nice. So this, I think physical is by far the more easier team, at least for my box. You might have some insane magical units. You know, I don't have a lot of access to, you know, any of the other mono teams besides yellow, so could just be me. Almost done. We're just gonna take this guy down with some simple basic attacks. No need to really do anything crazy. Also, ramp healing is really nice. And also you have to realize that with Ryan using the attack memory, not only is he getting obviously attack, he gets the additional passive whenever he kills something, he gets another turn. So it can be useful in certain situations, you know, obviously like that, and then just get another turn, defense or speed down. There's nothing too crazy, but it's just nice. He has some great memories, dude. Ryan by far is one of the best units like to ever release. Like, he's so cool. He has so much versatility. He's free to play. He can do so much. He hits so hard. He ignores defense because he's a Ryan unit. So crazy. I love this guy. Pretty excited for another Ryan too. I didn't mention it in my like live stream video, but like obviously, you know, Ryan character, that's big. It's not like one of the big three of Amelia, Rem, and Ram. You know, it's actually like a boy for a change as well. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see if we can use our ability here. Actually, we probably want to save our ability for the samurai guy so we don't get absolutely destroyed again. Yeah, so Ryan's just going to take out half his HP with just a basic attack. This battle just is actually pretty, like, pretty underwhelming, I might say. I remember when he first dropped, you know, it's Juice, you know, you expect him to be such an insanely hard boss, but he's actually pretty easy. See if we can one-shot him here. Nope. No defense down, no collapse, so that makes sense. But we did have an attack buff, so it is what it is. Distraction. Distraction applies. I don't actually know what his passive is, so we stop something. That's good at least. Maybe we can black collapse. We got collapse on. Ryan's gonna get a turn. He's dead. That's really good. We're going to go ahead and use our ability here because these guys are tanky. As you can see, he had collapse and Ryan has attack buff and he's still alive. So these guys can be a run stopper if you're going for the time thing and you don't have really a good team. So just be aware these guys are pretty tanky. You might want to, you know, actually go hard on them. Hopefully remove their buffs. Yes, sir. Just to guarantee we get that extra turn. Ryan's going to kill him, get an additional turn. Nice, do some great damage. Recovery seal on this guy is really nice as well as the distraction, obviously, because that turns off his passive for healing. We're gonna save the ability for Regulus. All right, this should be it. Pretty easy. Again, we have the defense immunity on our yellow characters, just ensuring that Ryan is alive. He's our main damage dealer. The rest can just, you know, get their abilities off, but Ryan right here is really gonna shine. Hit him with the one shot. And it's basically over. We just have side mob. So yeah, physical was really easy for me. I did manage to do magical on my first try, but it's unfortunate that I wasn't able to get it for the video. That's always really frustrating, but it is what it is. High collapse. Do what we do. They should kill, get another turn, and then kill again. And that's basically how you clear it. I'll be back with the second half of the dungeon once it drops during New Year's. Might be a little late because it's on New Year's Day. You know, I probably will be out with family and stuff like that. But everything should drop. Everything should release video-wise somewhat on time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and later.